Cool. All right, we're recording. Um, I'm just going to go over a couple things while I have time. Um, this will kind of how many things are up here? Probably 5 parts. So this will be a quick 5-part series. Hopefully, no more than like 2 to 3 minutes per part. 6 videos in total, including this one. And then we'll go into some of the technical differences of the different exercises, and hopefully this gets compiled into a big library by me at some point, and then we'll, um, you know, uh, this will go to my clients, but this will also probably go to the Discord. So I hope you guys like it. I hope it's helpful. I appreciate that you guys do ask me for help. As short tempered as I am sometimes, like I really do want you to understand that I get so much joy out of helping other people. You know, I think of it like this. Dave Tate always talks about how Louis Simmons taught him everything for free, basically, and most of his knowledge came for free, and that's why his company, Elite FTS, who basically, if you ask me for any gear, anything that you need to buy, I will point you to. He keeps all of their articles and blogs and stuff free info. So purchasing from them makes it so the content is free. And his kind of basis for that is that everything was given to him for free by people who just want to see others grow and be successful in their endeavors. Um, so same thing here. Um, and I really take it to heart, especially after Dave actually sent me a free belt one time. I had an Elite FTS belt, and the loop had fallen off. Like the prong still worked; I could use it, but then you had the little belt wiener flapping around, so it was a loop that would keep it there. And I just DM'd him, and I was like, "Hey, like, just wanted you to know I've had this belt for 6 or 7 years, and this little thing is going wrong on it. You may want to just keep that in mind and let your manufacturer know so you can improve it." And he basically said, "What's your size? What's your address? And don't argue. Like I'm sending you one for free because you took time out of your day to do that, and it means a lot." So um, yeah, I mean that's kind of my personal take on it. But this will be the first kind of session of videos because these are going to be the things that matter independent of what you do, whether that's Olympic lifting, which I will not teach even though I'm certified. I'm not that great at it, so I don't like to, but I can help if necessary. Um, Body build, uh, especially powerlift because that's more my specialty, even strongman, or you just like going to the gym for fun. These are kind of things that I think everyone needs to have, and this video will just be a quick run through of those things, and then we'll do a couple more parts that I think will explain it in greater detail. So hopefully, this video acts as an attractor, and you get to see it, and then look forward to the next kind of parts. So um, the first thing for me is always mindset. You can you can ask basically anyone. I don't let my athletes be negative. Um, I will let them get mad. I will let them get upset, but they're not allowed to talk negative about themselves. And that sounds really stupid, but I really am a firm believer in that how you talk about yourself is how you will be. And that's not to say that like you cure depression by just thinking happy thoughts. But what I mean is there is this uh, kind of tendency we all have when something doesn't go right to look at ourselves as failures rather than kind of look at the root context of things and look at it more like, no, I'm learning. No, I'm just in this process or I'm in this stage. So that's what mindset means to me. Like what what do you view of yourself and how do you view what you're doing? The next big one is recovery. This is one everyone gets wrong in my book. Well, not everyone, but most people will fuck this up real bad. Um, they'll get a million recovery tools, but won't try to sleep an extra hour, and that can be hard. But that's kind of what I'm going to go into with that. Bracing, right? It'll be a video on bracing. You got to be braced. Like even if you're trying to just do hack squats to get your quads run, you want that trunk braced so you have better power output and you can actually move the weight more efficiently. get more reps in at slightly higher intensities and get a better quality of work across the muscles you're working. So bracing does matter even in something like bodybuilding. Rooting. Rooting going to be a little more specific, but let's just say how you ground yourself to the actual ground. I'll bring this up again, but it's funny. Bryce, I'm going to say Bryce K. From Canada, he's an IPF guy. He recently put up an Instagram post that he thought like rooting for the longest time was this kind of like sham thing about like how how special the feet are, and it didn't matter that much. And then he said he started trying it either at Worlds or thereafter, and he noticed an immediate difference in the quality of his lifts, and he was like, "Oh, holy fuck! I've been ignoring this thing for like 5 years, and actually, it's really fucking cool and important." So. We'll go over that. We'll go over how to do it as well. Same thing with the bracing. And then lastly, the setup, which also comes back to mindset to me. All of this matters, but I think the biggest thing people miss is ritualizing things. That's not to say imbue it with a sense of importance beyond more than it is, but how do you approach the bar? What are the thoughts in your head when you go to it? What are the actions you do? How do you brace? How do you root? Do you do the same thing every single time? And for me, if you watch some of my videos, if I include the setup, it's usually almost exactly the same. But it's funny because you can see where I get off track and it won't look as good. And ideally, we want to be able to turn our brain off. Like I heard this a lot as a high school kicker. Get out of your brain's way. Your brain is a supercomputer designed to work, and you're just getting in the way. So for me, it was anxiety. We want to remove as much of that as possible, and just get you focused on the steps you know you need to do, and just keep replicating them so it's just habit. And then you can come back to the drawing board and then look at it and go, oh, okay, I missed this. That's why that felt bad. That way that, even if you have a coach, it gives you a better idea of what's going on. So there's more direct feedback and the coach isn't kind of just trying to look for 90 million things. You can say, hey, I didn't feel like I put my foot in the right spot. Can you look at, things like that. I swear I do this. I will index card out my squat steps and my deadlift setup. It's like 6 bullet points. And I'll read it while I'm warming up, all the way up until probably the last 2 or 3 warm-ups, because at that point I'm trying to just dial in. And those I want out of the way. Like I just want to have it boom pulled in. So then when I take my first work weight and it's like way off, something feels wrong, I can look at the video, I can think about how it felt, and then I'll go get my index card and go, okay, which of these most applies to what I did? Oh, okay, I didn't root my feet right, or oh, I didn't pull the slack, which it happens, man. Like you make mistakes. So this is the opening video. I hope it's interesting enough that you then click on the rest of these. And if you're my clients, guess what? You're probably going to click on the rest of these at some point, so that way you can see it. But again, I hope this helps.